we're going to be doing Pedro Pascal,
Oh, dude, that's a hot boy.
Who's he playing in the next movie?
Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, that's right.
You guys
So I'll
had
put.
him
I put 3. You
No,
do 5?
five.
5? Really?
Better looking
Pedro
than
Pascal?
Sebastian Stan. Pedro Pascal better looking than Sebastian
but
Stan.
he's like a hot little daddy though.
Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Let's get dumb and have some fun. Get dumb and have some fun.
Welcome to Let's Get Dumb, the podcast where I, comedian Joe Kilgallon and comedian Jonah Jurkens, like to tell dumb stories, ask dumb questions, make dumb lists, and just have a dumb old time with you. Jonah, how are you, my friend?
I'm impressed.
Are you impressed?
I'm always impressed on how you always crush that every time.
Oh, thanks, man.
The intro. Like the times that you haven't been here, it's taken me like 15 tries.
We left a few of them in the one episode, right,
yeah,
Austin?
yeah.
Sure.
I don't know why. It's just always I always get nervous about that. And I've been a performer for 15 years. You think I would not? You think I'd just have it? You know?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't think about it. I just do it.
We got to get you back. We got to get you back in acting.
I'm
You
still
know?
in acting. I'm just not booking anything.
Oh, I didn't know if you're still like really heavily. Okay, well, now I hurt your feelings. I didn't mean to do
No,
that.
that's all right.
Okay.
I've had like 6 auditions the last couple months.
Really?
Yeah.
Like commercials or
No, a couple TV shows, one commercial, I think.
do you want to run lines on the podcast right now?
No, because I don't have the lines on me.
No, you have no sides?
Why would we run lines for me to prepare for an audition that's in the past? You know what I mean? You want to do it for a future one, maybe.
Well, I think so. Then the world will know like that those casting directors were wrong for not getting you.
I would agree. But also what I did at the top, the intro, I really wouldn't consider acting. It's reciting. It's salesmanship, I guess. I'd be a good game show host.
Because you're not acting, you're owning it. Maybe that's the problem.
I got to own my acting.
Yeah.
Do a
Do you
little
go
better
in?
audition.
Do you go in with like I don't give a fuck attitude?
Well, the problem is you don't go in anymore.
Right.
I wish you did.
Yeah.
I brought that up. I had a meeting with my agents like a year ago or less than a year ago. And I remember saying to them, I go, when are we going back? When do we go back? All right, to bring everyone into this world, as an actor, what you would do is you would go to a place for the audition, a casting studio or whatever, offices. And it would be cool because you're out, there's some energy going, you see all the other people you're up against because they're all in the waiting room. And then you do the take. You usually go in there, usually a woman or two, sometimes a guy, and they go, all right, and they read with you. They're off camera. You're in front of the camera. They're seeing how you look on camera. And then you do the take. And then a lot of times they'll say, all right, good. Maybe try it this way. And they'll give you a little tip.
Right.
Because they're rooting for you, and they want to find
They want to find the right person.
Yes,
right.
exactly. So then off of that, you go, all right, cool, I'll do it again. Or sometimes they'll just say, that was good. We'll leave it at that, right? When you're doing self-tape, which is what everything has been since COVID, it's all self-tape. I haven't been in person on audition since before COVID. You're in your room, whatever, you're fucking with lighting, you're trying to get everything right, you're trying to set the camera right, you need these tripods with the fucking ring light, and then you have to find someone to read with you.
Right.
That's the big struggle too. And then also you could do a million takes because it's in your control. As a comedian, I don't want to do a million takes. That's what's great about stand-up comedy and why so many stand-up comedians love stand-up as the best of all the comedy art forms is it's instant gratification. You could think of a joke on the way to the show and say it that night.
Right.
And it's just you and a microphone. That's why it's the best form of comedy stand-up, in my opinion. Anyway, though, sorry, it was a little bit of a rant there, but yeah, it's just, it sucks. I wish we could go back and to walk in the room.
It's interesting that you said tripod because that's also what we call our listeners, part of the Hog Squad.
They're part of
What's
the Hog
tripods?
Squad, listeners. If that was your segue into thanking the listeners like we like to do at every top of every episode, great fucking job, Monfrere. Shout out to the listeners, everyone who subscribes to the YouTube channel, follows us on Instagram, TikTok. Is there a third one? No, this shows 3. We appreciate you. We really do. You're who we do this for. Interesting feedback on last week's episode. We posted a clip.
Yeah.
And in the clip is we blind rank Marvel actresses.
Right.
We didn't know which ones.
No idea.
And so Austin has to throw one at us and you have to be like confident where they are. We kind of bottomed out the list waiting for hotter ones. And then we wish some of the hotter ones.
Which is the fun thing about that because you kind of know that there's probably gonna be some better looking ones coming up here.
Yeah. So
better
just for
choices coming up here.
Just for the sake of it, imagine if Austin gave us Scarlett Johansson first. We would have the instinct to be like, number 1, but then we'd also be like, I don't know, I think I want to put her 2.
Here. Right.
I'm a little nervous. I might want to, because there might be a dark horse you just forget about.
Right.
Or then he says Zoe Saldana or whatever her name is, and you're like, Zoe Saldana? What is her name?
I always say Saldana,
I always say Zeldana too.
All right.
but it doesn't look right
It doesn't.
spelled wise.
phonetically, that's correct. But you'd want to wait. That's what made it fun. Like, so we let off with Florence Pugh, who's very popular, but they feel like people in their early 20s. Gorgeous woman, very talented. I like her in every role I've seen her in. I put her at 6 out of 8 because I was expecting more. Like, if she would have gotten introduced later on, she probably would have done higher. Like, you didn't want to. I don't know. In my head, I thought maybe I could have given her a 5.
Right.
But I don't. I think the people we had ahead of her deserve to be ahead of her.
I stand by our list. I think it was hard, and I think just how it was hard. Also got shit on for doing females, which is fine. We're 2 straight white male. I get it. Two straight white men. I get it. But guess what? Did I fuck it up again?
No, I just laughing because you called yourself straight.
That's producer
Were you on mic?
Austin.
Were you on mic for that one? Were you on mic for that one?
On deck circle.
Okay, well that makes more sense because guess what? You asked and we're doing hot guys today. Pretty
right.
excited. Pretty fun. I mean, you know, I'm more excited about this one. This is gonna be a harder list because the MCU is filled with a bunch of hunks.
Yeah, and you like part of the MCU guys is that you have to be ripped.
Yeah,
Like,
The
that's part of
MCU
the quota.
diet.
So there's a lot of
training.
like good-looking guys. I think.
yeah.
It's going to be a task. So, yeah, we are going to be blind ranking the top 8, according to our producer, Austin, Marvel hunks, we'll call it. But to the people who are like, 2 straight white men can't rank women. Why? Why can't we do that?
We can do it. We can do men too.
As long as we're doing both.
We were doing both. You just didn't let us get to it. Give us a
we should have
second.
done men
Give
first.
us a second.
I know, give us a week.
Give us a fucking week.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many big, massive problems in the world right now.
Right.
That some of the ones like that one, I
Right.
can't give a fuck about anymore.
I know. And how can you prove, Joe? How can you prove that you're straight if you don't rank women?
Right? I
Right?
have to do that. Otherwise, then maybe
Right.
I'm gay and then I'm allowed to rank them again.
Right.
Because gay men are allowed to rank women.
Right.
Look, we weren't saying, if anyone actually listened to the episode, we weren't saying anything like, this is the only way women should look.
Right.
It was just 2 people's preferences.
Right.
You know, I heard a comedian do a joke about how about how short men are women openly discriminate against them.
Yeah.
Like literally like on dating profiles, wherever he was saying it'd be like under 6 feet need not apply. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's a preference.
That's crazy.
That's your preference. And women always say, hey, we're allowed to have a preference. But I feel like sometimes only they're allowed to have preferences.
Right.
I just think look, and I'm not trying to be one of those dudes that women, yeah, I know you have it hard. Duh. There's been so many injustices throughout history, time.
But we're all
But
just
there's a
sexual
genocide
beings.
going on,
You know what I
you
mean?
know?
We're all sexual beings. Why can't we just,
let's
like what we like?
As long as there's no malicious intent behind it or hurt, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little too stoned to be fucking making some of these points about this anyway. All right. This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited to see which ones producer Austin picks because he kept Scarlett Johansson out on purpose last week.
Yeah,
Do you agree with that decision?
I believe so.
Yes.
I thought you'd elaborate a little bit more on what.
I thought you were asking me, this is what I thought. Do you agree with my thought? And I was like, I believe you were right.
It wasn't my thought. It was his. It was his choice to leave Scarlett Johansson out. So I said, do you agree with that decision?
I misunderstood what you said.
Oh, okay. But you heard the word decision, right?
I just, what?
You heard me say the word decision, though, correct?
I just misheard you.
But you did it in a way that was insulting to me by going, I thought you were asking me if I agree with your take. You caught that, right, Austin?
Are we fighting right now?
No, we're not fighting, but
Yeah,
I feel like I need to address what you said because it was meant to hurt me.
You think I purposely meant, not everything's, why do you do, let's talk about, let's get into this.
No, I wanted to get into how you had it.
Why is it when somebody accidentally says something wrong or does something, you take it as a slight against you?
Well, only if it's on purpose. And
But that's the thing is, but why?
Oh,
Then, no, of course not. Yeah. So why do you think it's on purpose first? Why do you do that? That's an anxious thought. Do you know that's an anxious thought?
I know. By the way, Jonah is one of these guys, and you're great at it. And it's not a negative.
Right.
But you'll learn a bunch of new things, and you're very good at taking your new knowledge and inserting it into every conversation you have.
I know.
Shortly after learning it.
It's there.
No, because I remember when you, like 4 years ago, you were telling us all about nutrition and just being like, whoa, man. And you can tell you
Daddy
just
knows.
freshly learned a lot.
Oh no, Daddy's known about nutrition for a long time. I don't follow it clearly, but like I know about it.
Yeah, he knows about sticking those Reese's in the freezer.
I weighed
have
myself
Reese's
today,
Pieces.
190.
Really? I'm 188.
Oh, look
I
at
went
you.
down.
And we're about the same height. So people can imagine our builds.
Yeah.
208.
Are you a little taller than me?
I'm 6'2", yeah.
Yeah, you're a little taller than me.
Yeah.
then.
I think I'm like 6'1" and 3/4", honestly.
I always thought I was like 6'1.5". I round down though because
Yeah, but
my
your
leg's already
hog
too
is
good.
like, I mean, it's
Let's not talk
it's-
about it
crazy.
because it's already out there, and so no one will be surprised when they see
Yeah,
it. You
it's
want
like
the
a duck.
surprise. No, man, I'm not trying to get anxious thought with you, or anxious thought in general, where I thought, what was the original thing? No, because you said, I've noticed lately I run into people who do, I can think of like 10 examples in my head, and it's not bad. It's just, I mean, I probably do it too, where they accuse people of the thing they're guilty of.
Okay.
Where it's like,
Whichever, I mean, that's like everybody does that.
yeah,
Right.
that type of thing. So I kind of thought you thought I said we kept Scarlett Johansson off, and that was the right decision. And then I
Okay.
looked at you, and then you were like, "Oh well, yeah." And then I go, "I wanted your opinion," and you're like, "Oh my," I was trying to agree with your take, and I
Yeah.
thought you were trying to make it seem like, I was flexing my takes.
Well, I've just had such a busy week and a half that I didn't even remember that she was off it. I thought she was number one, to be honest with you. I thought that.
Oh, you don't remember who number one was?
It was Zendaya.
Right,
Yeah.
I do remember this now. Yeah. But I just assumed it was going to be. I thought you were saying that waited to the end. I thought you were about to say that producer us. What is going on with all of us right now? Like, you can barely put together a thought. I can't put together a mouth sentence at all, which is crazy. I mean, I know I always have a problem with it, but like, man, this is why I need to drink more. Drinking cold. I'm not drinking today. I haven't drank in a couple. Well, I drank last night, but I haven't drank for 5 days. But I didn't get drunk last night. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had a couple drinks. This is my first couple drinks in 5 days.
I was with you last night.
No, I know that.
I'll
But
explain
that's
to
for
the
the
listeners.
to the audience.
Good job.
That
meant to be a high five.
Back high five. And
That definitely looked like you swatted him away. From my angle, that looked like you just were like, you piece of shit.
it's just insane how like alcohol slows my brain down, and then I can like make better thoughts. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like 2 drinks in, I talk like a normal person, and I make good points. You know, 6 drinks in, not so much. But 0 drinks in, and 6 drinks in, Jonah, that's mumble mouth bitch right there. I don't know what is going on. It's insane. And Joe gets mad at me because I don't listen to the podcast because I want to fucking hear audience, why are you listening to me talk? It's
You
annoying.
have a good voice, man.
I have a good voice, but like, God, man, I just fucking chew my tongue when I talk.
I don't want negativity anymore.
Huh?
You were negative towards yourself.
Well, I was gonna because
Let's
you guys
work
are
on
talking about your weight, and I'm like, well, I'm 208. I fucking weigh more than all you
you're like, you
bitches.
look good. You're strong. You're a strong
I could
man.
be better. I was,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, like,
You don't want to be skinny and lean like us. You're a bulk guy.
huh?
You don't
Well, I
want
want to be. I want to be like lean. I was getting lean there last
What
summer.
do you want to weigh?
I'd like to get down to 195.
That's good. That's what, 13 pounds?
Sure.
You said 208, right?
Yeah, 13 pounds.
We could do that.
I was down to 198. And that's the thing is, that's what I hate about this fucking podcast. And that we have to do videos now. I love that we're doing videos.
Oh.
Right? I think it's a good idea. And the people, the people are speaking. The people are talking, right?
speaking.
They're liking the videos, right?
They're speaking.
But I will say it does suck that you can watch yourself gradually get fatter. And that's not fun. Because I was watching myself gradually get skinnier, and I was like, hell yeah, dude. That's right. Your face is looking a little better. Good for you, bud. And the last couple videos, I was like, I think I'm going to kill myself. Not like seriously kill myself, but like maybe. I don't know.
It's the camera, man. It adds a couple 100 pounds.
That's what people say. Well, fuck you.
Joking. That's the great line in the movie, A Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
He's like, you look pretty big there. He's like, the camera adds a couple 100 pounds. He goes, how many cameras are on you? No, that was from Friends.
That was
the
from
cameras are on you.
Yeah.
Friends. Anyhow, all right. So I think you have a wonderful voice. Okay.
I have a good voice.
Don't
No,
get-
it's
don't get
weird.
upset.
Mine's like, you have a good voice. I've
Do
noticed.
I? I can't sing though. I got a bad singing voice.
Well, I mean, you have a good sounding voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think you have a good podcast voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't refute anything you just said there.
No.
You're right on the motherfucking
I
money.
know. I don't think you're good on a podcast,
No,
but I think you
clearly
sound
not.
good
Clearly
on a
not.
podcast.
I understand that, man. Yeah, no, my thoughts are a little all over the place because I
Hey, Joe, that was on purpose.
know.
but
That's why I'm not addressing it.
it was a
I know.
little bit of a wink. Pink.
I thought it was very enjoyable. I hope everyone got a kick out of that.
Also, noticing this last night, you and I went to the Cubs game, or after we met up at after the Cubs game last night, and I don't know what's going on, but your beard's on point.
Is it?
Yeah, I was noticing it last night. It was like it was like glimmering in the sky.
All right, that's good to know.
Sky.
Yeah, but I will say that
I was having a good hair day, and then it got windy, so that's why I'm wearing the hat.
I think because this is a new haircut. I was noticing the back of your head the other day.
Yeah,
New haircut.
Shout out to Brittany. I don't even know if she listens to our podcast anymore. Friend of ours, she cut my hair,
Yeah,
and she did a little different this time, I think.
I will say that last night I felt very vindicated. And can we play the dashboard song real quick? Did you put it in, Austin? Okay.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
We own the rights, don't we?
To what?
The Vindicated
I don't know-
Dashboard?
I don't
Dashboard
know
Confessional?
I don't know that song.
I don't know what
Let's
that
Has
go.
nobody here seen Spider-Man 2? What? Or
What?
3? Spider-Man 3? Vindicated, Vindicated. I'm not gonna sing it because I can't. And
What song is in?
You don't know Vindicated by Dashboard Confessional? What kind of fucking freaks are you? Are you serious?
I don't know it. I really don't. Dashboard Confessional. Do they have that one song where it's like?
Yes.
I can't.
Every person has that song. you know
The
that
dashboard was melted, but it's still on the radio.
right? Yeah, you know how like Aerosmith has that one where it goes like da 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 da. I'm like that. Like Tupac. Remember
it's like
what's
they
some of
go
my
from
favorite
G to
Tupac
C.
song? What album is that? The Tupac song was like da 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 da. It's a Dr. Dre song too, right? Anyways, go back to my story. Vindicated, Joe.
California.
Vindicated.
Okay, you felt vindicated.
Because my buddy Joe here, who I love, you do a thing that I don't know why it irritates me, but it does. Joe's one of those idiots that loves to just, while you're having a conversation with him, he'll just go into straight practice swing, either golf or baseball. And when you do it, you can literally see you visualize the ball coming at you. And then you do the little swing thing about it. And you're like, yeah, whatever. It's just like, I don't know, man, like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday we could do that. And I'm just like, can you fucking focus? And this is a thing that men do, and I hate it so much. And you were like, I called you out on it.
Yes.
And then you involved the bartender.
And she made me feel vindicated.
No,
she kind of just...
No, she goes, my boyfriend does it, but it's with golf, and I also hate it. I don't know why he does it.
You're missing why I'm vindicated in that scenario. You told me you didn't like me doing it. And then I said a lot of guys do this. You said, no, they don't. And then I asked her, do you know of guys when they do this? And she was, my boyfriend does that.
Okay, then
So
I was
we're
wrong about
both
that. Yes,
right.
yes.
But
okay,
I remember
yes.
you made me feel like I'm like the only person who does such a thing.
When I said nobody does that, I meant to say nobody does that anymore, and I was wrong about that.
Yeah, because her boyfriend, she was 24, so he couldn't have been that old.
I know. I feel like they live in the suburbs. I feel like the suburb thing. I feel like that's...
Well, he's a young guy who's probably golfing a lot lately, so he's practicing your swing.
When I'm picturing someone doing that, I'm picturing drinking beers in a garage. Do you know what I mean? Like a very suburb thing.
I hear you, but city people do it too,
Right.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Why do you do it? And by the way,
it's fun.
yeah. But
We're standing around talking. We're on a rooftop bar.
what's your batting average? Where you at?
When I do my practice swings?
Yeah, you're 300? You're above 300 on that?
Like 1,000.
Are you really? You hitting every one?
Just jacking it.
You're just jacking
I
every
do. I
one?
make the sound too. So if I got the swing going,
I've noticed that. Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
I just fucking crush that shit.
Right.
Man.
You're also the guy that if something's round, you're throwing it. You're gonna throw it, and you're gonna ask somebody to go long.
Oh, dude, you know what I do all the time? If I'm out and about with people and there's a garbage can nearby, I go, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
You wanna make it?
See, I'm better with that. I'm okay with that. Baseball swing though. What are we doing here?
I don't know why it bothers you that much.
I don't know.
It's
For some
strange
reason,
to me.
for some reason, when you do it, I just want to be like, you have kids.
Yeah,
what do
I'm
you-
trying to show them how to swing. I would love it,
but
dude.
they're not here.
The day I walk in on my kids' fake practice swinging, oh,
Your daddy's proud.
so many tears.
I
Man.
know. That's the first time you cry for your kids.
Yeah.
Like anything.
My two loves combined. No, I just feel like you're not bothered by much. But
I know.
That I
It's just one of those things where it's
we're
just
in the
like-
middle. Three of us talking, and you stop me immediately. Like,
And I
don't
just
fucking
go,
do that again.
Why? Why do you do that? It's just like such a weird. And I'm sure I do shit where you're just like, what are you doing? And
You do your
this
you do
thing?
your little dance thing. You do
Yeah,
your
I do that.
fingertips.
That's like I know. That's like everyone's impression of me is like, well, do you want to do that? That's
Maybe we
yep.
we get drunk at Taco Bell Cantina.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of like, this is an idea. I don't think you're going to like it, but maybe we like it. Right.
Yeah. No, we all have our thing.
Yeah.
By the way, line up your knuckles better. Come on, man.
Oh,
Line up your
yeah.
knuckles.
Well, I'm not like practicing. Okay. He's giving me bad
Dude,
advice.
you know what I always hated, because I would always do fake practice swings, when I'd see people do a fake baseball practice swing and they lock their knuckles together and go like this.
Oh, weird. I
Who
hate that
you
too.
No one would ever fucking swing like that. You
Yeah.
nut. You're gonna do a fake swing.
Yeah.
Do it right.
Yeah.
Like, I had great object work even when I was a child. I didn't need to go to improv.
You do.
classes.
I will say it does feel like the bat's in your hand.
Thank
right?
you.
Right. But for some reason, a woman's in front of it. I'm kidding. Sorry, just kidding.
You prick, man. We can't use that. Clip
Yeah,
now.
and like you're doing an overhead swing for some reason instead of like a side swing. And I go, I haven't played baseball in years. Maybe years.
and then
maybe
I'm
things
I
have
just spike the bat up and spit and stomp
stomp a little bit. So when you were swinging, is it a fastball or curveball?
No,
What you got?
sometimes I'm just banging a hanger slider. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Slider, ooh, nice.
Slider comes in, and a little cement mix there, and fucking old Joey K turns up the fucking heat.
Joey K's out.
Crushes that shit.
So when you're batting, you're Joey K.
well, would I do cool shit?
You're Joey K.
Sometimes I'm Joey K.
Yeah.
When I'm on the mound, Special K.
Yeah.
It's a fucking
Special
It's
K.
healthy for you, but you don't want too
I like
much
Special
of it.
K more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Special K was a good nickname. I had that as a kid.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
As a teenager boy.
I will say
10
that
years ago?
we have a comedy. I might have mentioned this on a podcast before, but we've had a comedy softball game every year for a friend of a podcast, Joe Fernandez, for his birthday coming up in a couple weeks, by the way. And I will say that like I can hit pretty far. Like, you know, I'm a pretty powerful guy, right?
Yeah.
And I played baseball up until maybe a little bit of high school, not much, right? And but I haven't played in forever. And you were catching, and I was swinging, and then I swung, and I don't know if I connected it. I think I hit it foul. And then you were like, "What the fuck are you doing? Put more weight in the weight in your back leg. You fucking know this." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, good tip." But then I was like, "You didn't have to yell it at me. You could just been like, hey man, like put it." You were legitimately mad at me, which I loved because you were on the opposite team. So you were still.
I'm going to be standing there.
Yeah.
Because you're my friend. I wanted you to
No,
do
I
well.
know. I appreciate it.
And
But
it worked, if I recall.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah. I wasn't doing that. I didn't realize. I was like, good catch.
I would have said it calmly. Hey, man, you really got to work on your weight transfer, okay? You're a strong guy, but you're losing a lot of power by distributing your weight the way you are. If you kept more weight, if I would have done it that way, you'd be like, yeah.
No, I would have been like, I would have said the same thing, but I wouldn't have thought about it every base that I ran afterwards, being like, why did you have to yell at me? Like that was the whole time being like, why do you gotta yell?
Oh, my goal is to be remembered any way possible. You know what I
Those softball games are adorable because comedians are some of the most competitive people in the world, and majority of them are also the most unathletic. So you are watching the most competitive people barely be able to throw a baseball, but then are all getting mad at each other for not throwing a baseball right, and it's cute.
Very cute.
It's very cute.
That's true. Yeah. And you know what always drives me nuts the most is when half the comedians who come to play softball will show up wearing jeans.
Yeah,
You know,
I like
you-
shorts.
You do an athletic event and you're wearing jeans. I'm like, what's the difference? And they're cut off jean shorts. And it's just, comedians are such horrible dressers, man. These are some of my best friends in the world. And when I see them a certain time of year, I love summer. I'm a summer guy. It's my favorite season.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as my friends' fashion goes, I'd rather them in the fall and winter.
Yeah.
Producer Austin is dressed. I asked him, I'm like, if that's gonna be your summer look, I need to know now.
I love his look. We can't see him right now, but man, he's wearing the Hawaiian shirt.
It screams, hey, summertime.
No, this is the new look for the young kids.
I know that, and they've used it 4 summers in a row now, and it has not improved. Okay, I will say this into the camera: every generation is equal in my eyes because they all suck in one way or another. But particular generations with hair are bad. 70s with the mullets for dudes, terrible. 70s was a bad decade for male hair.
Yeah,
and the 2020s is a bad decade for male hair. This fucking half
Do you think
mullet
the
shit they're
2000s
doing,
wasn't?
No, 2000s was fades, dude. Everyone was getting a fade haircut, which is fucking
No,
great
it was all Colin Farrell spike. Dude, okay, but someone fucking put a picture.
There was that spiky stuff in the early 2000s.
Dude, I had that.
It's still better than the shit I'm seeing these fucking 17-year-olds walking around with.
Yeah, but
and don't
that's-
take offense to that. You'll be 20 years from now, you'll be like, he was fucking right. And then you can make fun of the next group. But I know they're going to send me hate mail. Little fucking bitches.
Every generation, you think you look cool, and you look back, and you're like, "Fuck, I look like an idiot." Like looking at some.
Oh, the
Joe, I was wearing
colors
like
were terrible.
See, the 80s were kind of cool, but everyone's hair looks stupid.
There's some bad hair in the 80s.
Yeah.
What was the best hair decade? 90s was pretty good. 60s, like the JFK look early on.
Nah, I think it was like 2010s when people are kind of doing the comb over look, the kind of 50s look a little bit.
Yeah, brought that back a little
I
bit.
like that a little bit.
Yeah.
No one's ever had a good hair day. The early 2000s, man, we dressed like idiots. It was insane.
I remember it was like a lot of
watch those like VMA
those
stuff.
vests were bad.
Oh, I love the vests. I was a sweater vest guy. Loved it.
Oh, I'm talking about the Old Navy vests where it's like
a puffer vest.
Where it's like, what are we?
Dude, I'm wearing those now. What are you talking about?
Fucking. Should we be?
If I'm feeling chunky, I'm wearing a vest. I wear vests all the time. Wore a vest last night, Joe.
Did you really?
Yeah. But I pull it off so well you can't notice it.
Good point. I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I did not notice.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a good look.
I didn't start wearing vests until a couple years ago, and then I went to the Chicago auto show, and then I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I was just like, I don't know why, but I never liked Range Rover before, and I'm like, really liking Range Rovers, and she's like, yeah, look at everybody who's selling the Range Rovers, and they're all wearing my same vest, and I was like, these are my people. And then I didn't realize I was becoming slowly a douchebag. I'm back to being a douchebag, I should say. What was your worst dressed era? What do you think? I feel like you've always kind of dressed the same.
Yeah, jeans and a t-shirt never goes out of style.
It was never really in style at the same time.
I don't know.
Have you ever made like
tees had its moment? There was a moment where everyone was wearing graphic tees.
Yeah.
Graphic t-shirts. Yeah.
Have you ever made like fashion like
a bold choice?
Yeah. Thank you for finishing that.
I the leather hat that Brad Pitt wears in the movie Snatch?
Yeah.
I rocked that for like a
Did you really?
too. Yeah.
Nice.
No, I never got too crazy. When I was in 5th, 6th, 7th grade, maybe one of those grades, I did have like a chain wallet for a minute. I was one of
can
those
see
kids.
that. Oh, yeah.
I was kind of an alternative kid where I remember wearing like kind of ripped up khaki pants, not like ripped up.
Yeah.
And then I had like a Pillsbury Doughboy t-shirt,
Oh, nice.
and then I got a Pillsbury Doughboy sticker that I put on my skateboard.
Oh, yeah.
I was a skate kid for a second.
Do you have Airwalks?
I did.
Yeah.
I fucking loved them. If they still made them, I'd wear
16
them.
ounce? Was that
Yeah,
what
they
called?
were. I had a Scotch guard because they're suede. Don't fuck around with that.
Right.
And it felt like walking on clouds. They're still to this day probably the most comfortable shoes I've ever had in my life.
I had a pair of Airwalks, but I wasn't a skateboarder, and I got called a poser a lot. Big time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Airwalk? They were better than Vans.
You can get a Kohl's still.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's where I'm going tomorrow. Kohl's, baby.
What's like the look you wish you could pull off? This is going to lead us into like the Marvel guys, by the way.
Yeah, I don't have a look I wish I could pull off. Do you? What's the look you wish you could pull off?
I wish, and that's my. I hate that I have like really broad shoulders for my height, and I have sort of a very boxy look, and I wish I could pull off like the suit vest with the tie, with the white shirt underneath, with like the nice slacks, and wear that normally every day. Like that's just what I wear. Yeah, I like like a Japanese gangster.
Is that what you're trying to wear on the cover of your old Bachelor podcast?
Well, yeah, I was wearing that, but then that's my wedding outfit. I always wear that for weddings, but like I just wish I could like pull that out because I hate wearing fucking jackets. My girlfriend gets really mad at me for that one. But like I just wish I could wear that off, like Justin Timberlake, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy weighs like 150 pounds though, man. So.
Yeah, but he's like lean. He's lean and mean, brother. That dude
he's in good
was
shape.
pretty jacked.
Oh, it's like this is what we're going to talk about too, because we're doing the Marvel guys, and there's no excuse for not being jacked with these things. That's why I really wish. There's a lot of negative body image stuff for women, but also young men have it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's an impossible ideal. Even those guys will tell you it's not possible.
Yeah.
Rob McElhenney, when he got really fat for Always Sunny that one season, then he went back and then he got insanely ripped.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, it's really easy. All you need is a personal nutritionist, a personal trainer, a personal this, all this stuff." And then he left off like a fuckload of HGH. You know, like it's crazy. Yeah, we got to start in a minute though. I'm sorry, I was just checking the time.
Oh yeah, no, I lost my train of thought anyways. But it's I just wish I could pull that off. You know what I think? You know what's something that I'm realizing is what they need to do, like on like clothing websites, is if you're gonna have like a kind of a funky shirt, like, and you have a black model wearing it, you gotta have a white model wearing it too. Because there's so many times where I'm like, fuck, that looks good. And then I'm like, oh, because the guy's black, and then I picture myself in it. I'm like, oh, I look like a fucking moron in that. You know what I mean? Like, why guys, we cannot pull off what we think we can. But man,
is there clothing styles that black people can't pull off?
No.
They look great in everything.
They literally look great. Like if you got a stylish looking black dude, that like Anthony Mackie, for instance, that dude could pull off anything.
Stylish looking white dude probably looks good in everything too.
No, 100% disagree.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of unless you're real tan, a lot of pastels. No, it just washes you out.
So you're saying would tan or white guys look better in most things than?
Well, I think like darker skinned, olive skinned people are just. I think they just you can just pull off so much more stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you used the word "I think" because I think this is just your opinion.
I don't think so. I think like there's a lot of times I'm like, hey babe, I think I want to. I never called my girlfriend babe once. I don't know if I did that.
There's a lot of lying going on right now.
Yeah, but like where I'm like, I think I want to get this. This is like this nice, and she's like, Jonah, is it because it's a black guy wearing that? And I was like, fuck, I think it is. Like I just get so jealous. All my black friends, dude, Calvin Evans, who's a comedian here in Chicago, I get so fucking jealous of what he can pull off. He did a show once.
But he wears essentially the same stuff.
No, he just looks good.
He's a great dresser. He's a good looking guy.
He was going through a phase where he was wearing a tux, like a tuxedo tie, like that, like a bow tie, and he would like have it unhooked and kind of laying, and that he's Bond after, like he's like, oh, I just checked out and I'm Bond, you know what I mean? Like James I just clacked out. Yeah. And I was just like, God damn. And that's just what he wore. He just would walk around like that. And I'm like, fuck, that looks good.
Why don't you try it, man?
Huh?
You
Because
should
I know
try
they can't pull. I know what I can. And
So you're just jeans.
I know what I
t-shirt.
can pull off. No, like jeans, t-shirt. Like I like a lot of sweaters. I like a lot of jackets. I'm a big jacket guy.
You are a jacket guy.
Yeah, you're a jacket guy. I like
I
that
am,
look
yeah.
on you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Guys, we can do better. Guys
Why,
listening,
though? Who cares?
who cares?
I think fashion should be low on the consideration list.
no, I think it's important. I think people judge you by it. I think if you look sloppy, they think you're sloppy. People trust people. People trust you and they respect you more if you dress nicer. If you respect yourself, people respect you.
Yeah, but why respect yourself?
Well, I will say that when you're when you're dressed a little sloppier, not like obviously you don't dress bad, but like a little sloppier, and then you were outside of my place, people thought you were homeless, which you still roll your eyes about, but it was very funny.
I know. I roll my eyes even harder at it because I've gotten to see their habits, some of your neighbors lately, and it's like, how dare they judge anyone?
I know. I agree with you on that one, by the way.
After you move and sell that place, I hope a fucking bomb hits that street.
No, they're very nice. The whole street?
The whole block, or half of it. Kill some of the rats, too. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's just Chicago, baby.
Not everywhere in the city.
Are you kidding me?
The clean parts of the city don't have rats.
No, there's rats everywhere. Do you know the population of rats is like 2 times the population?
Yeah, they're all in one neighborhood, though.
Really? Just on our street?
Pretty much.
You think so?
They're in Lakeview. They're all on the lake. They like water. These
Do like
rats.
the water.
They come from the lake.
The one thing I learned from the
They
Indiana
hatch out like
Jones and Last
turtles.
Crusade is they do like water.
Rats love the water.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Austin,
But
tell
who-
us how you figured this out. Or you have a question, Jonah?
But I will say that like if you have a boxy look, if you have boxy shoulders, you got to have a tiny waist, and that's why Chris Hemsworth can pull off whatever he wants. He looks fantastic.
Talking about Thor, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Good one. Good job, Jonah.
I tried, but that dude dresses nice though.
Sure, yeah.
Hemsworth?
Yeah,
Never once
I
been
love
like,
stylists,
oh, look at
though. It
him
doesn't
look.
count. I just don't give
Cavill
a fuck about
dresses
fashion.
nice.
You care about fashion?
100%. Have you seen my closet?
Yeah, but like why?
Because I like to look nice and I like people to respect me.
You could look nice by just, wearing, you look nice right now. And what would they take 2 minutes to put together?
It's a $60 T-shirt.
What does it have to do with what I
$200
said?
pair of jeans. I'm just saying because it's like.
By the way, Austin, have you noticed the difference between $200 pair of jeans and $50 pair of jeans?
Yeah.
You noticed the difference?
The way it fits.
Now, if you said shirt, maybe not, but jeans, yeah.
Shirt's not.
100%.
I can't notice.
He gave me one of
jeans.
his pairs.
I gave you
No,
one
I
of my
know.
pairs.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I couldn't tell the difference.
Oh, I could easily. It's
It's also just a stitching in it too.
Yeah, it's the fit.
And these are at least $100 pants, but I can't tell the difference between these and
But they look
$25
I'm not saying
pants.
that
I can tell the
I'm not saying
difference.
they're better or not. I am like, oh, I can. This at least it feels different to make up for the price.
I think when you do the $100 and above,
These are comfy as hell.
I know, and they look good on you too, and they fit you nice, and they make you look slim and tall. Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit this with you. I don't know. There's nothing people could
If
do.
you
to make
won
me
the
care about
lottery,
fashion.
would you care?
I would piss so many people off if I won the lottery.
Really?
Because of what I would not spend my money on.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't spend money on like really expensive shoes. I've tried them on, very uncomfortable, and also they just get dirty right away.
I
Like,
know.
They just. I'd rather have like a nice pair of like $80 shoes and just replace them every year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Than buy a $500 pair of shoes.
Sure. No, I get that. And I would spend money on some stupid ass shit too. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm human. But I think the things that people would think you're supposed to spend a lot of money on, I just wouldn't. And that would bother people.
I feel like
I would still be driving the minivan. And people would
Really?
be like, would you? Well, eventually until it broke down. And when it
Really?
broke down, then I'd get like a nice new car.
yeah.
You know?
Would you? I feel like you'd be a collectible guy. Like if you won the lottery.
You
Because
know-
you're like sentiment. You're very sentimental, and I think that like
Yeah.
you're just like this is worn at the Cubs World Series win.
I've shifted my focus on that a little bit, but I like having mementos from certain things.
Uh-huh.
Like I have all these great pictures in my phone that I would love to have framed on walls everywhere.
Yeah.
And oh, this is when I did a show with that famous comedian, or I went to the concert and met one of the members of the band. Here's a picture of me with that person. That stuff like that would be cool to have up on the wall.
Right.
But I started to let go of because I was a big bobblehead guy for a while, all sorts of other baseball stuff. Because I decked out my office with all of this stuff, and I've had like 3 people over in 2.5 years to actually look at it.
Yeah.
When they look at it, they go, "Oh, dude, it's pretty cool. Cool, man. Nice. And then
And then you're like, this is a bobblehead from 2005.
yeah. So then I'm like, who am
This
I
is a pencil I got once from a game. Like,
yeah, it's like, who am I collecting this
where's
shit
like a-
for at that
yeah.
point? I mean, I don't know. It's cool to have some of its stuff around. But like, you've been starting to keep stuff from when you went to WrestleMania and Royal Rumble and stuff. keep
Yeah,
a
it kind
little
of remind me of
memento.
the moment.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's a fun time that happened. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, let's hit us with the list here.
Okay, we're gonna be blind ranking 8.
Talk into the microphone, please.
I am.
A little farther
He
away.
needs to listen to the playback too. He always sounds like he's a block away.
I'm right on the mic.
Okay,
You
I
guys
said
ready?
okay. You're good.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're gonna be blind ranking 8 MCU actors. Okay.
Yeah.
Based on their hotness, depending on how you guys want to take that hotness.
I'm so excited for this one.
And we're going to be starting, like we did with the last one, we're going to be starting with someone from the new Avengers movie.
Have you seen that, Joe?
What's it about? I know
I haven't
I've
seen
not
it.
seen the Thunderbolts, but I saw there was a thing where Florence Pugh pulls back a thing that says the New Avengers.
Yeah, that's the title now.
So at the last minute, they renamed it from the Thunderbolts to the New Avengers.
Yeah, that was always the plan. That's why I had the asterisks, because
Yeah.
they were going to change the title,
Oh.
because they didn't want to spoil what the movie was.
So at the end, they're the New Avengers.
Yes. They're
Is-
like officially, like they are in the tower. They have the costumes and everything. Like
Oh, so you saw the movie?
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
spoiler
But
alert.
a huge spoiler alert, by the way.
No,
I almost wanted to cut that.
They just announced that. Though.
I did not know that though,
That's
and
the,
that's not in the trailer.
yeah. But they renamed the movie to say
I know they renamed the movie, but I don't know they end up in the fucking tower together.
that is in the trailer. Also,
Are they in the tower?
yeah, she buys
Stark
the tower.
Tower?
The Batgirl buys the tower. Yeah, they buy the tower.
Oh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah, yeah.
She should have been on the fucking list. That girl.
I almost put her on there.
She
but
gets hotter
I
by the-
like Florence Pugh instead.
That's somebody that is like just gets hotter and hotter.
Well, I didn't want a bunch of kind of not saying that
There were
they're
some older
old, but we
chicks,
had
yeah.
some older.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, hit us with it.
Okay, so in honor of the new Avengers movie,
Oh, by the way, so what's your ranking on that movie?
I think it's really good.
Okay.
It might be top 5, definitely top 10.
Okay.
I heard
Maybe
it's really
top
strong.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. In honor of the new Avengers movie, we're gonna start with Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier.
Okay. Now, Sebastian Stan now or in the Winter Soldier?
Just pick one. MCU, sometime in the MCU.
Yeah, we
So if-
didn't do that with the women. We didn't say them in a certain movie. We just
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
But yeah, we should.
'Cause I thought he looked real
we're
hot
Gonna,
in
we're
Winter
gonna stay in
Soldier.
the MCU though. So he
With the
started his first appearance was Captain America: First Avenger. His latest is New Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pick whatever you want.
I mean, now he's really
He's
good.
almost been in the most movies now. I think.
He is,
Yeah,
he's
he's
the longest.
slowly catching up. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the longest through line.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
his
besides
through line.
Samuel.
His history line goes from World War II. So yeah.
No. I meant as in he makes an appearance in the most amount of movies.
Oh, is that
Like his
official?
storyline is in the most amount of movies.
What over Samuel?
Oh
Nick
yeah,
Fury,
maybe not
yeah.
that, but as one of the Avengers, as like as a superhero.
I'm gonna
No,
go.
yeah, he's getting up there.
All right, I'm gonna go bold with Sebastian Stan and put him at number 3.
I was gonna go like 4 or 5. Should we do 4? He's a
5.
good looking guy.
I'll do 4. He is a very good looking guy.
He's very popular.
Mhm.
Unbelievable. When I watched,
I love the Winter Soldier.
when I
yeah.
saw the Thunderbolts like opening night, I mean, anytime he had his biceps out, people gasped.
Really?
Like it was like that.
Well, he went from being a bad guy, but we knew he wasn't really a bad guy, so that's why. And now he's just insanely popular. Like people love his reveals and stuff like that.
Oh, it's
And
good
when he
in-
goes Winter Soldier mode, especially in the TV show, when fucking what's his name, secret U.S. agent, that guy's character was like, he said something, and then he goes, "All right, you're about to get fucked up by the Winter Soldier." That's what, like, just it felt cool. He didn't say
Oh,
it
yeah.
that way.
What do you
No, you should watch Thunderbolts. The Winter Soldier moment in that, that was the only time people clapped. People
Really?
liked the movie, but people audibly clapped and went, woo! When,
Fuck yeah.
so
All
you're
right,
gonna
let's
What's
see that
what's
shit.
the hottest he's ever looked in a movie?
I'm gonna see that tomorrow. I think.
You should. He looks good in.
The Apprentice?
Oh no, the movie where he plays Trump.
I mean, yeah, do The Apprentice? Yeah, dude, that's a Trump I want to hump. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Ooh.
Sebastian Stan, be my man.
Mhm.
That's number. All right, we'll put him number 4.
4.
still
Because
think
I know, but we got so many hot guys
three's
coming up.
bold. Three's bold. I know.
Well, I
but
don't know. So how many? So we're doing 8 of how many? Do you know? Did you check that out?
Of how many what?
Of how many choices?
He gives us 8.
Of like a
No,
million.
I'm asking how many
how many
guys, how many
leads?
like
Oh my
men
God.
leads are there in the
50?
MCU?
There's easily like 40.
That's the problem. Is they're all hot.
I
Even
but,
Michael
like,
Douglas.
I'm like, you got to think. There's a lot of like villains also that are like really.
Are we
prominent.
not doing villains in this one?
No, we are, but
Okay.
I'm including very well-known names. You guys will know. You guys should know all these.
That's
people.
why I'm afraid. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm afraid to put Stan so high.
All right, fair
There's
enough.
so many.
We'll put him at 4.
All right, the next one we're doing is Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, it's just
7,
Really?
6.
Yeah. I do 7.
Fine, we'll do 7.
7.
Yeah, because it's like, look, he's his age now.
But he's also so charming.
No,
you know
he's
what I mean? I'm
wildly
attracted to him
charming.
because he's so like.
But we're not ranking on who could pick up chicks at a bar. You know
We're
what I
doing
mean?
strictly looks, not
I
overall.
thought we did looks. Did we do any special skills for the women last week?
Well,
Because now we're going.
But
into
women
sexist
don't have
territory.
personalities. I'm kidding.
Good point.
Obviously.
So number 7, Robert
Yes.
Downey Jr. Okay. All right. Next one here.
Which is where we Gwyneth Paltrow. So pretty fair.
Oh,
to
that makes
say.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one here. Don Cheadle.
Fuck you for this one.
You asshole. He's such a dick.
I hate. Don't make me put him 8s. Don't do that.
I don't want to put him 8 either, but like,
he's 8.
let's be honest, he's 8.
Where's Anthony Mackie? Give me that's a Mackie. That's a smacky. I want a smacky Mackie. You know what I'm talking about?
You guys don't like the Chi?
No, I like the Chi, but come on, realistically, he's 8.
Yeah.
All right. Next one here. This one's not even in yet, but it will be coming in June, so we're getting ahead of it. We're going to be doing Pedro Pascal.
Oh, dude, that's a hot boy.
Who's he playing in the next movie?
Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, that's right.
4. Where was Stan? 5 or 4?
Number 4. You guys
So I'll
had him
put-
right.
I put 3. You
No,
do 5?
5.
5? Really?
Better looking
Pedro
than
Pascal?
Sebastian Stan. Pedro Pascal better looking than Sebastian
but
Stan.
he's like a hot little daddy though.
Yeah, he's having his moment. He's a great actor, but he's not hotter than Sebastian Stan.
I know a lot of women that are
Sebastian
very
Stan
upset with you
is
right now.
Bullshit.
Very upset with
no, not if we put Sebastian Stan next to. If they're both in the same room,
I don't
they're
know.
going up to
man.
fucking Pedro Pascal, being like, "I really liked your stance on things, and I think you're a really wonderful man." Yeah, he's because he made some statements.
Yeah,
But she's gonna go ride Sebastian Stan.
man, you're not watching The Last of Us then.
He doesn't look good in that.
I'm
What are
not
you
watching
talking
The Last
about?
of Us, but he's not Sebastian Stan. Did you watch Pam and Tommy?
He didn't look good
Oh.
in that.
Yeah, he did. He looked
What
just
a
like
good
Tommy.
example.
He looked-
I forgot about that.
Also, good grab. I didn't think you even
Yeah.
know about that show. He looked good and fresh though. He was pretty hot
Ads
and
for
fresh.
everywhere, man.
Okay, so yeah, I'm with you. 5, we said.
Oh my,
Yeah,
yeah, we're
Pedro
bottom
Pascal
loading
5.
it again.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exciting.
That's always a safe play, which sucks.
All right, we got Chris Hemsworth.
1. There we go. Not bottom loading. We
No,
got
I'm doing
number
2 on
1
that
already.
one.
No,
Hemsworth?
Hemsworth's 1. He's fucking Thor, dude. He's the god of entrances.
It's not about the
Lightning.
role; it's about the hotness of the man.
No, but the hotness of the man, only he could pull that shit off. Do you know how fucking Chris Hemsworth as Thor is special casting right there? The scene in Avengers Infinity War where it looks like all is lost, fucking Black Panther's getting fucked up, Hulk and the Iron Man, Hulkbuster's getting fucked up, Captain America is getting fucked up, and that they need something. Then in comes the Bifrost. Right? And then all of a sudden you hear the Avengers music, and then you see the fucking Stormbreaker, the battle axe, just
Right.
and it comes right back to him, and then he's got Groot and Rocket right next to him, and Rocket fucking loads the gun.
Right.
And then what's the name goes, "You're all screwed now." And then he just starts wrecking shit.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Bring me Thanos." He jumps in the air. The sky gets black behind him. His eyes have lightning. Every straight man in America wanted to be Chris Hemsworth in that fucking moment.
No, it's not about that. It's who wants to fuck him.
Everyone wanted to fuck him too. The guy just said, "Bring me Thanos," and
Okay.
had lightning, come
But
in.
what if like Chadwick's coming up? It's pretty hot, dude.
I hope you didn't use Chadwick
Or
Boseman
or
for
Michael B.
obvious
Jordan.
reasons.
Fuck Michael B. Jordan.
Not hotter than Chris Hemsworth.
I didn't like the hair though.
Wait, which Chris Hemsworth? Do you like the short hair Chris Hemsworth or like long blonde?
If we're talking
hair?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. Oh, if we're talking short hair, I'm willing to go 1. Short hair with
Ragnarok Thor is 1. Fine, I'll give you that. Because
Okay.
Ragnarok's got that great scene too, which is like, "What were you the god of again?" And then he fucking nails with that lightning, and then he comes riding in on that goddamn Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah,
Oh, I gotta fucking do a Marvel marathon soon.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby.
But over Chris Evans.
By the way, I
huh?
just turned off a lot of women who were into me
No, you
via the
didn't.
podcast.
Why?
Yeah, okay, I got
Because
a little
the-
too dorky on that one. Marvel
It
marathon.
was pretty
a
dorky,
marathon.
but
A
it was
marathon's
dorky.
too
But
much.
no, you know why you didn't turn anybody off? Because you were passionate, and you showed a lot of emotion through that, and you're very confident in what you wanted to talk about.
Thank you.
I thought it was very
Assertive,
becoming.
not aggressive.
Yeah.
Hemsworth's number 1 then. All right.
Okay.
What's next?
Wow, number 1.
Thank you, Jonah, for not fighting too much.
All right,
He's a hot guy.
You
I
made
mean,
your
he's-
case. You made your case.
He's
though.
jacked. I mean, he's also got a great body. Works out really hard.
next one here we got Camille Nanjiani.
You know what?
I almost feel bad for putting Don Cheadle 8 now.
Kamal's gotten hot.
If we're talking Eternals
Camille's the guy I
also.
considered a friend for a while.
So he,
As an acquaintance, I haven't seen him in a long time.
I know. So
I'd still call him a
but
friend.
I have because he's good friends with Sean
Flannery.
who's
Yeah.
a friend
He
of the
was in
pod.
town recently,
Yeah.
filming a special.
Yeah. So then I hung out with him, and then I'm telling you that guy he's a snack. He's a snack for sure.
All right, just to recap, we have someone at the 8 spot.
Yep.
We have Don Cheadle.
Cheadle's
We
at
have
8.
Robert Downey Jr. at 7.
Yep.
We have nobody at 6.
Nobody's 6.
I'll do 6.
I think Kumail 6.
Right.
Yeah. And then Pedro Pascal 5. He's not harder than Pedro Pascal. He's
Yeah.
definitely not harder than Sebastian Stan at 4.
No, we have to
and
bump
then we have
6.
Chris Hemsworth at 1.
I would-
So
I
2
would-
and 3 slots are the only ones open.
I would love to switch Robert Downey Jr. and Kamal. Yeah, Kamal, I'm sorry, you're very attractive, but we should switch. I wish we could switch, but we can't. But I wish we could switch, but we can't.
Interesting.
I wish we could switch.
Okay. Next one is either 2 or 3. We have Chris Evans.
I'm gonna go 3 on this one. I think he's got kind of like a all-American, like. Also, I know what he's fucking doing to us. I think he's got
got
a
2.
all-American.
I'll go 3 as well. I'll go 3 as well.
He's got like, but it's kind of like a typical all-American look.
Seems like a great dude though, too.
Seems fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the way he got ripped. You were talking about like the kind of ripped you want to get.
Mm-hmm.
Him and I think about him in the Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
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 Or Winter Soldier, any of them. Because he's like big, but he's not like so big. He's not like Hulk.
He's
you
like
know?
almost like achievable ripped.
Yeah.
Later on in the movies, I mean,
Sure.
like there's a couple scenes in the first Captain America. You're like that. He just looks good.
Mhm.
What do we got here,
Are you
dickhead?
ready for the last one?
Yeah.
The number 2
I
by
hate-
default. We have Edward Norton.
I knew it.
Did you adjust them as we did it, or did you have the 8 picked ahead of
No, I
time?
already had them picked.
All right, good. 'cause
I had
they'd-
one
they'd
as
be
a
cheating
backup in
otherwise.
case.
I will say Edward Norton as Incredible Hulk did look pretty. That's the best he's ever looked. That is the hottest he's ever looked.
He was good, but he still didn't have that whole Marvel rip thing. But he doesn't need to be as Bruce Banner.
No, he doesn't need
He's
to be
more sciencey. I still think Mark Ruffalo is a better casting.
No fucking Anthony Mackie or. You know what? Revisit that one.
Yeah, we can do this.
The original Hulk?
The original Hulk.
Well,
the second
'cause Eric
Hulk.
Bana
Yeah.
was the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do this list like 10 times and have 10 different. There's
I know.
so many people.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, Paul Rudd,
Paul Bettany?
Paul Bettany.
No,
That's
Bettany.
right.
Oh,
Good
he'd be
point.
Jude
low.
Law?
Oh, that's right. Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Isn't it?
I
mean,
never- you
who's-
know what? I
who's
never-
not-
I never got
Michael
it.
Keaton almost made it.
At this point, who's not in the MCU? Tom
Exactly.
Holland. You didn't mention.
Loki.
Oh yeah.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
one.
What's his name?
Chadwick.
Chris
we got-
Pine.
Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris Pine?
No, he's not.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is one who
Chris
I meant
Pratt.
to say.
And then,
Bradley Cooper.
yeah, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah,
Vin
but,
Diesel.
but it's
Runner.
Bradley Cooper as a raccoon.
Vin Diesel.
That's okay.
But that'd be as a stick.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. It's true.
Yeah, but that would be as
Old
yeah.
He's not a voice,
Stargard.
he's just-
Kurt Russell too.
Kurt Russell as well.
That
Yeah.
hair? Come on. That's
Batista.
unfair.
I almost did. Literally when
Batista.
I was making this, I almost did all old guys. I almost did Michael Keaton, Kurt Russell, Sly. Like I
Yeah.
almost did all
We should
old
do
men.
a top wrestlers as actors list. Because I just thought about how Batista was
That'd be fun.
a WWE star. Obviously Cena.
He's the best
Rock.
actor of the group
I think so, too.
of the WWE people.
Oh yeah.
Like legit actor.
Legit
He'll
actor.
win an Oscar. But he's like slimmed down. He's gonna start doing like serious stuff now. I'm rooting
You know
for
what?
him.
I saw. Did you see a trailer for the Smashing Machine show?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see it, Austin?
Yeah, it looks
What did you
great.
think? I just can't. I can't look at The Rock and not think The Rock now because he's played The Rock so much in movies, where it's just like I can't.
Oh, so it's a serious role for him, right?
It's a very serious role.
and you can.
It's
His
the
face
Safdie
doesn't
brothers.
look
It's
like
one of the
him.
Safdie brothers did it.
Yeah.
He does. I mean, he doesn't look.
Movie.
He doesn't look.
Oh, I
He
did
looks
see that.
almost unrecognizable, but like
voice
it's
is
still
there,
The
yeah.
Rock. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's doing like a little accent. I'm willing to give it a chance.
Yeah, and I do
think
like him
that'd
as
be
an
cool.
actor when he tries. I mean, it's a bad movie. I actually love the movie, but he's really good in.
The Tooth Fairy.
Yes, yeah, Tooth Fairy.
That is a fun movie.
Rock's best role.
The game plan.
Sure. Have you seen Pain and Gain?
No. Yeah, no, I have seen Pain Again. He's
Mhm.
very funny.
He's great
in
in that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great in that.
He's also good in the other guys for that.
Yeah, his little
He's great in the other
cameo in
guys.
that with him and Samuel
And
Jackson and Nick Fury.
The movie's insane, but he does a really good job in Southland Tales.
He's good in both Jumanjis.
He's
He does have to play
incredible in both.
somebody.
That's his best role because it shows off his charisma, but also shows off how funny he is, and that he can be kind of like self-deprecating.
Mhm.
And
Is the new Jumanji good?
the first one's really good.
The
I
second
really
one is-
enjoyed it.
The second one's a really solid one if you like the first one.
Yes,
But the first
yeah.
one's really good.
The first
Robin
one's
Williams?
Oh,
No,
I
no,
mean
no,
like
no.
sorry, the new
Oh, the
Jumanji.
new one.
The
Yeah.
reboot.
Yeah, the first Jumanji's
I
good,
didn't
too.
like the first Jumanji. I wasn't a big fan for some reason,
Yeah.
and I love Rock. Yeah, right. But like, oh man, the video game one with The Rock, it's great.
It's so good.
That-
and Zathura?
That's the best Kevin Hart's been in a long time
Oh,
too.
He's exceptional. in
And
both.
Karen Gillian, who plays Nebula.
Oh,
is in
she's
that.
great in those too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another one we didn't have in the
Last week.
And
Oh
Jack
my God,
Black's
we love
not
Logan.
annoying anymore. Like he's good in it.
Yeah, he's trying.
Yeah.
Oh God, everyone's trying in the movie, and it's great.
Right. Even Joe Jonas is great.
It's Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas is great. I like Nick more too. Even Nick Jonas is good in there.
That's your favorite Jonas brother?
Yeah.
I can't even name them all.
Blind
Nick, Joe,
ranking
and who's
Jonas
the third
Brothers.
Yeah. What's always Nick number one, buddy? That's a snack.
But Kevin's more stable.
True. But Nick's got better
Is
songs.
there one with initials? There's always one with initials in a boy band, right?
Yeah, these are brothers though.
Well, who's the third brother?
Joe,
Joe, Nick, and who's the third?
Kevin.
Kevin, Jonas, Nick, Jonas, Joe, Jonas. Joe Jonas. What asshole parents. Someone had to have said this is a bad combo.
Right. It's like if someone named their kid Jonah Jurkens. It's like someone named their kid Jonah Jeff Jurkens. That's insane.
The Jeff is so funny to me, too.
It's so stupid.
That'd be like
It's-
if my name was Joseph Matt Kilgallon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Weird.
It's
I know.
not even Jeffrey. It's
I know because
right?
my dad
It's
hated
not
Jeffrey.
right?
No, it's not
That's
Jeffrey.
so funny.
Because my dad absolutely hated his name was Jeffrey. He absolutely hated his name was Jeffrey. My name is Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, I almost conclude Channing Tatum.
Yeah, you could. Also,
up
Ryan
there.
Reynolds now.
Yep, and Hugh.
Hugh Jackman, yeah. God, man, it's crazy.
I guess you could have done Chris Evans as Human Torch also,
Mm-hmm.
because he's in that movie as well.
Jessica Alba.
I think
was a
I'm
great
I'm
mention.
I'm liking the list. I like it.
I like it. No, I think we did
you
a really
know,
good job this week. Better than we did with the women.
Right. Yeah.
If we were to revisit the women very quickly, who are you happy with our number one, or who would you change to number one?
I'm happy. I'm happy with the list.
Yeah, I'm happy with it too.
Florence
overall.
Pugh's so low.
Mm-hmm.
Florence Pugh should be higher up. I agree. And Marissa Tomei,
When you
people make
watch
some good
Thunderbolts,
points
you're
on.
gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
She's so
her
good in
hair's
Black
so
Widow.
good. Mm-hmm.
I
Her
just
hair's even better this time.
Yeah.
I just think we got a little nervous there about the number 8 pick, and I kind of wish we put 4 to 3. Who's 4 again?
Sebastian Stan. You wish he was a higher 3?
Yeah,
Is that
it's,
Chris
No, wait,
yeah,
who's
you
that?
guys
Edward
have
Norton's
Chris Evans
2?
hotter than Sebastian
And Norton's
Stan.
2.
Yeah, I
Evans
wish we
3.
said we switched 2 and 3. That's what I wish.
And Norton was 3?
Yeah.
I
No,
wish-
Ed Norton has 3. Yeah.
You should have known the last time Zendaya was last. I wasn't gonna be as forgiving.
Yeah. Fuck you, man.
Well, dude, that was fun. I think next week we'll go back to a list. We should have a guest next week. Correct?
We should. Yes.
Awesome. Jonah, anything you want to plug? They know where to find you for the most part, right?
No, just look me up.
I got nothing
Hey.
to plug. No.
Look me up sometime.
Jonah
Yeah.
Jeff Jurkens.
Yeah.
I will be at...
What was that from?
Dr.
Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I will be at Dr. Grin's Comedy Club in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Memorial Day weekend in June.
Can I
I'm
ask
going
you-
to be at CG's Comedy Club. And then at the end of June, I got a big Chicago headlining date. More details on that to come.
Okay. We got to end on this because I want to ask you this question because I've been thinking about this for 20-some years. Do you think in Back to the Future that it's weird that at the end of the movie, when he goes back, that the father wasn't like, hey, Lorraine, I can't help to notice, but our son that we had together supposedly looks exactly like your boyfriend you had before me,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, there's some flaws in that movie.
And
for
also,
sure.
why did you make us name our son about the person you were obsessed with before we were together?
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of insane that not
Maybe
once.
there's a story where it's like they couldn't find him. He became a missing kid and he was friends with both of them and they
Right.
thank him for getting them together because he does get them together.
Well, also
That's why they named
dad's a successful writer, so he's on a bunch of book tours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She's lonely.
It's true.
Yeah. We got Calvin Klein coming back.
Or how about they have Biff, a guy who tried to rape her, is still in their lives.
Right. Washing a car where he
Yeah.
tried to rape her.
I would have been
rape her.
like, why is my
Or
high school
attack her in.
attempted high school rapist doing
Attack.
washing our
Stop
car?
saying that word.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I said it too.
We're at the end anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just cut this part. This could be bonus. From the cut, the Back to the Future talk, we'll throw out the Patreon.
But
this is a good plug for the Patreon, everyone. We just did a part of the thing that we're going to take off.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going on the Patreon. Why are you good? Look, we got to get the Patreon going
Mm-hmm.
to help pay for all this.
Mm-hmm.
Stop saying mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking piece of shit, man.
But once you fucking if your son grows up and is exactly like your wife's last boyfriend, wouldn't you be like, what the fuck
I
is
think
going on
everybody
here?
would be, except
Right.
for freaking, what's his name, McFly. 'Cause
Right.
He's such a little bitch boy.
And also I'd be like, how the fuck did he know about the carpet?
yeah.
How the fuck did he know about the carpet?
Do you know what guys don't care that their future children look like their wives' previous boyfriends? Guys who watch women from trees,
True. Good point. Perverts. Perverts sound.
right?
Yeah.
We all forget that Marty McFly's dad's a fucking pervert. And you know what perverts do? Breed more perverts.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long line of pervs.
Yeah, a lot of pervs
Oh,
there.
McFly name.
Mm-hmm.
Damaged.
Damaged.
Sons of bitches.
Son of a bitch.
That's been the episode this week, everyone. I think the lesson here is check your partner's previous lovers. Okay. I don't know. This was a fun one. Stay tuned. We've got some guests in the works. It's going to be a fun guy. in the midst of spring, but it is going to be a fun summer, baby. The weather is starting to heat up in Chicago, which means this podcast is going to heat up. You think some people are going to take a break around summertime?
Right.
Think we're going to fucking rest on our goddamn laurels? I don't have any fucking laurels, so I won't be resting on them.
Right.
Okay? We are going to crank it the fuck up.
And you're a prime summer guy.
I'm a big summer boy, and this speaker goes to 11. Know that shit. All right? On behalf of Jonah Jeff Jurkens, I'm Joseph Matthew Kilgallon. That's Austin. Shut the fuck up, Black.
What is your middle name?
Austin.
Austin's a villain. It goes by James Austin.
James Austin
Black's
Black's,
his
that's
full
right.
name.
Damn it, Jonah.